Hey everybody, this is Joe. Thank you for watching my Giga-Texas construction update video. A special thank you to all of my outstanding Patreons for your continued encouragement and support. Patreon members get access to hundreds of high-resolution photos, previews of the future material, and direct dialogue with me. If you would like to support my channel, please consider becoming a patron using this link, which is also in the video description. Please also consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons, as this helps as well. Thank you. It was an extremely active day at the site, all over the place. It was just really difficult for me to capture everything. I tried my best, but really can only talk about some of the highlights here, and I'll show you where we'll be visiting with the drone and a few images. The weather was significantly better than it was yesterday. Yesterday, the winds were gusting up to 40 miles an hour. It really is a bad time to try to fly a drone, but today was excellent. Starting off over the far east side, we take a look at that clearing area again, and as suspected, there are machines out there doing more of the land clearing in preparation for this area to see some construction. Then we move to the battery cell area today. This was an extremely busy day. The cranes were being repositioned, re-rigged, and materials were flowing in as well, and the perimeter grade beam, as you see in the bottom left-hand picture, was getting a lot of attention as well. Moving up north to the switchyard, we see that the electrical connections on the poles are just about ready to be connected, and also some more work with equipment and installing more insulators. The big news of the day is the start of the walls on the paint shop. As you can see here, they put a lot of the stringers on the east side. So unfortunately, pictures like we see in the upper left-hand corner of the production area, the modular assemblies being put together, we're going to start not being able to see that very soon. But those that wanted to have walls up and were concerned about the machinery, well, now you got your wish. So walls are going up. Some interesting developments in the casting machine area. We see the stormwater pipe being installed in the north and continuing towards the west. We see that those Stabilis propane tanks were swapped out yesterday for new ones, and we also see geopier work beginning in that northeast area. In the actual casting machine, what we see is with those propane tanks being swapped out, and we've seen some connections of the pipes to the furnace. It looks like they are actually testing out the casting machine, and you can also see the slab on the east side has been poured. Moving to the body in white structure, which is indicated in green, on the right-hand side of the screen, you can see that the conduits have now been routed underneath the power lines, underneath the road, and we can see in the upper right-hand corner where it's connecting to the actual facility as well. On the left-hand of the screen, we go to the south and take a look at the wall base that they're putting in at the edge of the structure. And it looks to me like it's going to be very similar to what we see at the paint shop, which means walls that are internal, which gives some credibility to the internal road idea still. Looking at the robot storage area, we see many of the containers have been moved, and they can do that because they put a lot of the robots on the ground floor of the body in white building. And then going down to the stamping machine structure, we see a lot more work on the roof. We see that they are working on the south part of it as well. The notch, as you can see in the upper right-hand corner arrow, is still there. No real big changes as well. And I have not been able to see any construction of water management pipes on the east side yet. So these are some of the highlights around the area. Much more to see. It'll be a lot in the video, but I hope that this is a good primer for what you're about to see. My drones are ready and raring to go. Let's go flying over Giga-Texas.